Hey guys, it's been quite a while since I've done a video, and I've been really busy filling orders and designing new trays. This is the newest iteration of something I've been working on, and I want to show you. It starts with this base piece right here, and it's got little holes along the sides, perimeter, and some support beams inside. And the idea is that we just build out a tray. We just put these pieces on the outside, like so. And we've got a pretty basic tray frame. Now, why on earth would we do something like this? You might be wondering, I'm sure. Well, this curved corner and size specifically is made to go along with a food tray that a lot of farmers use for their mealworms. This is a food tray that you can purchase from Webstaurant. Pretty heavy duty. It's perfect for stacking shelves. I think it's polypropylene. I want to say 17 by 24 or something along those lines. But I had a customer who has these and wanted me to customize a sifting tray that could fit right inside of here. She has the large tray, but it's just too small. And then my giant and extra large trays are too big. So she wanted something that would fit here perfectly. And if we, now this is not glued, but carefully try to pick this up and put it in, oops, we can see that it sits right inside that tray. Now, I do have this designed where there's just a sifting mesh on the bottom, like if you just wanted a single pupa sifter tray that goes inside of these black tubs. I've already got that designed. That was an easy one. But she wanted stacking trays. So I spent probably 2 weekends in a row just trying to figure out the design. As you can see here, we've got them. They stack. So let me try to grab this all together without it spilling. Oh gosh. There we go. So like our other stacking towers, this one has the interlocking tabs on each side so that when they're on, they don't move at all. Of course, if they're glued together, they'll be more secure. These are not glued at all. It's very fragile, but I wanted to put them together just to show you. This is actually clear acrylic. I just have the masking paper still on here. That way you can see the product a little bit better, but it also protects it from my fingerprints and everything else. So on the top, like all of our other trays, stacking trays, we have a lid. This lid, because I make the ridge a little bit higher up, it also doubles as a pupa bridge if you wanted to, and little beetles can crawl underneath and hide in the dark. But that's just a lid to keep everything closed in, just in case anything wants to fly out or crawl out. I'll put that off to the side. And then we have all of our meshes. This is the top one, the pupa sifter. And then as you go down, the holes get smaller and smaller and smaller. So this is the pupa sifter, which is kind of around between 1/7 and 1/8 of a mesh. And then I just made some random ones, so that's 1/11. And then we have 1/13 and 1/15. If you've been on my website and looked at my sifter meshes, you know I have a huge variety ranging from like 1/6 all the way up to 1/16 of an inch mesh size. But this will, for now, I think just be sold as a 5-pack. So there'll be 5 trays, bottom 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the lid. The top tray will have a thicker wall because this is in theory where you're putting most of your substrate, so it needs to have the bigger gap. But then even the bottom tray, even though I didn't have one in there, you can see there are holes on the side of the walls, so you can put in a mesh down there as well. And the support rods in between, in the middle, they won't affect the worms falling because they line up with the support beams on all of the meshes. So let me know your thoughts on this. I've put a lot of hours into this, so hopefully it's something that more than just one customer wants. But I'd love to share it with the rest of you all to help improve your mealworm farm. As it is right now, I think clear acrylic would be the best material, just to help keep the worms and beetles from crawling up. You want them to go down, not up. But I can easily make this out of birch or MDF as well for a cheaper cost. But yeah, acrylic's usually the more expensive one, but it's the best material. Just alone, this tower is like $60 just in material cost. But each tray is double the size of a standard large tray. For example, here is the mesh of a large, and each of these, I did the measurement. This is 8 by 11, so that's 88 square inches. This is 9 by 17, I think, and that's about 166 or so square inches of sifting material. So each tray is double the size of my large. So it's definitely worth the investment if you have a growing farm and these larges are just not large enough for you. Again, share me your thoughts and let me know what you think. Take care. Oh, I forgot to mention, I also designed a Beetle Sorder that will fit into this tub as well. So you know that I have a single and a double wide Beetle Sorder on my website, but now there's one similar to this shape that fits in these black food tubs as well. Has that specialized base in it, so that way instead of the beetles falling into just a collection tray, they fall into one of these black tubs, which means there's a lot more room. And it is also a double wide. It has 2 ramps going up, so look for that on my website as well.